about to do Blueprint Live. Be sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, BlueJae, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Days. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Bootcamp Radio. You're tuned in right now to Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time.
Hey, happy Thursday. Get into this moment of praise by Gino Pacino and King Chaz, y'all. Let's get it. It's Thursday. We finally made it. If you're just tuning in with me for the first time, welcome to the Blueprint Live, y'all. We're going to let this ride for a second. I got a great show for you tonight. It's lit. Make sure y'all go get your stuff in your cup. Okay, let's see who I got checking in the comments. Keita! Hey, girl. Thank you for joining me tonight. I wanted to start it off with a gospel song. First off, shout out to Gino Pacino. He is the Spotlight Artist of the Week. Hey, Freaky Savage, you stick around with me, y'all. Look, I got so much to get into. Before we move any further, first off, I want you to drop those businesses. That's number one. Drop those businesses in the comments for me. There are a lot of people that are on with me live, but there are so many people that tune in after I wrap up the broadcast. So if you drop your business, they can check you out. So make sure that you do that. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. And if you're interested in advertising with me, visit the bpmediaco.com, y'all. I made it simple. The BP Media Co. all around, okay? Before we move any further, have to thank our amazing sponsors, okay? So shout out to Tax Strategy, okay? It is tax season. Now, just because they gave the deadline, they pushed it up to May something, doesn't mean we want to wait until the last minute, okay? We want to go ahead and get those done. So reach out to the tax pros at Tax Strategy, okay? They are servicing virtually. So anywhere in the US, they can take care of you if you've got your taxes. So let's go ahead and get it. Shout out to Fiya Infusion. Make sure that you all are following them for updates. They'll be coming with some stuff soon, okay? But we just thank them for all that they do here at the Blueprint Media Company. Shout out to BlueJae. So look, she got virtual services. She's helping you out with everything, okay? And she has the amazing Black Excellence collection. I'll show y'all my mug. I literally drink my coffee out of here. I feel real good sipping my coffee out of my Black Excellence cup. And I want you to feel the same way. Let me see who I got checking in here. Yes, Keita. Fit. Oh, girl, yes. Yes. Y'all don't understand. So Keita, if you all, watch with me, she has come on the show. We didn't do March, but she's going to be back. Hopefully within the next couple months. She has been doing her thing on the fitness, y'all. So I need y'all to go follow her right now. Okay. With the Black Excellence collection, use code MECHI10 for 10% off. Okay. And shout out to Black Dollar Days. Okay. If you missed this month's Black Dollar Days, April, it's picking up. We're already on the 1st of April, and it's such an exciting time. Still a little bit of uncertainty with a lot of things, but it's still a good time. So you all make sure that you go and register your business and go and support this initiative. Okay. It is it's a financial protest because movement does not happen unless you hit those pockets. Okay. I know that it might sound crazy, But I think Faye's got it all figured out. So shout out to Black Dollar Days. Make sure you go register your business and sign up for next month. Okay. My topic of the night. So I know, I think we've all kind of heard the whole term cancel culture. Like, oh, they're canceled. Y'all canceled R. Kelly. Y'all canceled. Everybody canceled. Nobody is still around at this particular point. So I want to talk about it. Is cancel culture threatening our freedoms? As far as with speech. So I'm going to give you all the definition later on, and I really want to jump into it, and I'm ready to get your opinion on it. Like, for real, for real. So y'all stick around with me for the topic. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time. So this week, my friend Ariana of Pretty Curvy Savage, she is our business of the week. I'm particularly like really like happy about this one and super geeked, and I really wanted to put the spotlight on her. She's based out of Vegas, and she has a plus size boutique. It's for us, y'all. Like I've got dresses. You all have seen me because I'm a brand ambassador for Pretty Curvy Savage. She has pieces that have us in mind. How many times do we go to the store and it's just like, all of this looks really bad, or it looks frumpy, and it doesn't accentuate our curves, or, it just makes us look sometimes bigger than we are. When you're a plus size person, you can absolutely put on clothes that'll make you look bigger. Okay. Hey, Whitney. Hey, Whitney. Thank you so much for tuning in, sis. Hey, Sonia. Shout out to you, sis. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My plus size lady, even men, we got to have lines that are dedicated to us. And with Pretty Curvy Savage, she definitely has it. It's the spice. It's everything nice. It's all of that. So Pretty Curvy Savage, shout out to you for being my business of the week. Keep doing what you're doing, girl. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting your foot on the necks of these other boutiques. Okay. For real, for real. So y'all make sure y'all go and support. And I'll give you a little tidbit. If you shop at prettycurvysavage.com, you can use my code MzMetchi 10. I was about to say 15. MzMetchi 10. Okay. For a special discount at checkout. So y'all make sure that y'all go and check them out. We giving y'all the deals, the thrills, all of that. Pretty Curvy Savage, our business of the week. So, y'all, I got a really exciting guest tonight. My guest tonight. So I have Minister John Howard Jr. joining me. Now, he is a Billboard charting gospel artist, okay? Preacher, music consultant, everything, okay? He does it all. So he's going to be coming and joining me here very soon, and I'm really excited to talk to him, talk about his song that is like on the charts right now. And we have a lot of different artists that come on the show, and I love the fact that it's just like with the show, we're able to bring on artists of just different genres. So I'm very, very excited about this interview tonight. And I think we at a place where we can get my special guest. He just joined me. John is here. Hold on. Look, John, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. He's backstage. Okay, I'm about to bring him on. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. It's great to meet you.
Great to meet you too. I'm so excited. I was literally just telling them before you popped on. I'm just like, I have John Howard joining me. He is a Billboard artist. I was giving him all the deets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. First off, I am excited for you. I ended up getting in contact with John through Tamika. So shout out to Tamika Inc. Yes. Okay. You all make sure that you go and follow her. But
definitely.
You are on fire, John. What's going on?
Well, man, God is amazing. I'm just enjoying the journey of what God's doing. Things are going good. I don't have anything to complain about. So I'm really excited at everything. Wait, are you currently on Facebook right now with this? I want to make sure I share everything.
I'm on Facebook, so I'm on my page, and then YouTube as well.
Okay, awesome. But yeah, I'm having a great time. And listen, I thank you for the opportunity to share on your show. And this is just awesome. So I'm amped up. I've been excited ever since I saw the flyer.
Look, and I've been posting it every day. I think sometimes when I post, John, I get on their nerves, but I don't care.
Look, no, listen, you don't play. I like that. That's what this internet thing is. Billions, literally billions of people out here. So
that's right.
Every time you post, and according to how them algorithms want to act up, somebody different is seeing what you're doing. So please keep it up. That's how it's supposed to be.
Absolutely. So, I want to jump in because you are a man that tips a lot of hats. You do a few things, besides music.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit.
So can you kind of walk me through the journey of, was it music first? Were you, did you start in ministry first? How kind of walk me through that?
It was definitely music first. I mean, ever since I can remember from a child, music throughout the house all the time. I grew up in Atlantic City here, went to school like right next door to Atlantic City, but my church, I'm actually here now, is in Atlantic City, New Hope Baptist Church. My father's the pastor.
Okay.
And shout out to my New Hope family. And let me shout out my other church in Montgomery, Alabama, Fresh Anointing House of Worship, Bishop Kyle. Seriously, love everybody. But I started out, my mother is a singer. My father also sings. Actually, my first introduction to ministry and music comes through my parents. And also they had a group. They actually have a group, choir, and they've actually just released a new single. They've been singing for over 50 years. They did some recordings on Savoy and all of that. So, but I was able to really travel as a kid, with them, and just see a lot of different artists even coming up. So it's been an amazing journey. I actually started out as a musician on the drums.
Okay.
So
that's exciting. That's my favorite part.
yeah, hands down. Like, my mind was made up. I was going to be a drummer, and that was that. So, but I started singing. They made me sing. Coming up,
they made you sing.
Oh yeah, they made me sing. I didn't really want to. I wanted to be on the drums, and that was that. But they pushed me to sing. I led a song in the youth choir. Our youth choir did a couple of recordings as I was growing up. So I did some singing with that. And then when I got to college, I went to school for percussion. I was going for classical percussion. My degree is in classical percussion. So
that's different. You don't hear that too often.
No, you don't. Classical. I'm not. I grew up playing. Church drums, drum set, and traveling doing that.
Right. It's completely different, but
it's complete. My degree is classical percussion, so we're talking like timpani, marimba, all that kind of stuff. So, but while at college, I started directing the gospel choir.
Okay.
And that was my first time working with choirs. So
you kind of stepped from behind the scenes and really kind of you took the reins there.
Yeah, and we were able to record. And then after I got out of college, I was just seeking God about what to do next. And he took me in his word and gave me a lot of insight concerning the Levites and their role. And then it kind of morphed from there. And 20 years later, we're still going.
So now I saw a picture. The picture that I got, it was, a few different people on there. Is that your group that's your entire group?
Yes.
Okay. I love how you put that together. That was great.
Yes. They're you talk about on us. Let me tell you about that. That was crazy.
I think that's all of them, but let me ask.
All right. Yeah. So, we released that right in the middle of COVID,
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, how did the song come about? And,
Well, all right. Well, we released in the middle of COVID. So what happened, of course, we couldn't all get together for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
So we had an amazing graphic designer and also an amazing photographer. So shout out to Chris Coley and Ed Ward III.
That's
so what they did, everybody took pictures on their cell phones except for me. I actually had the photo shoot.
Right. But I mean, look, you know.
Yeah.
It's John Howard and the Levites. So, you know.
So, well, you know, but I like to include everybody, you
Absolutely.
know.
Absolutely.
So they took them with their cell phones and sent them in, and my boy just got it all going and compiled it all together. But the song, "The Name of Jesus Is Lifted High," that came from when I just moved back to Atlantic City maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
So when I was down there, I was serving in worship at the church I mentioned earlier. And that was one of the songs I was introduced to, and I gravitated. It really just latched on to me.
Yeah.
And I said, man, if I was home with my group, I know that they would wear this out.
They would get it.
So
Absolutely.
I came home for a few visits and I taught it. And then when I moved back, we actually got everything going together, you know, with the song, and it kind of just went from there.
I want to know from your perspective, you know, I hear a lot of times from artists, you know, even from different backgrounds, that it can be difficult kind of navigating things just as an artist, you by yourself. Do you find it challenging, you know, as far as with it being a group sometimes, or, you know, was that ever something that was a challenge for you?
There's challenges with ministry, period. I don't know that I've seen the group as a challenge, because I've always imagined it with a choir.
Right.
That's just, I love choir music.
Yeah.
So just the whole notion of a group that comes with it. So that's always been something that I've been into. So of course you have, you know, dynamic personality dynamics and different things like that. But as you work through it, you keep rolling. And our premise, our premise for our group is family, the word, and prayer. So we create a culture of family. So it's been 20 years. So we've grown together. We've seen each other get married. We've stood as godparents to each other's children.
You all are family for real. Okay.
Family. So we've seen each other, helped each other bury relatives and different things like that. So from that angle, you know, we are very close knit. So, you know, we came up as kids pretty much, you know, 20 years ago, we were just learning how to be grown.
Because you said that because the group it started to form in college, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got it right. Okay.
It started forming in college. And then when I came back from college here, a lot of, because my college is about an hour away, Rowan University. It's like right outside of Philadelphia.
Okay.
So it was close enough to, you know, merge the two.
Okay.
So that's how that happened. And then we just kept it rolling, and we've been going ever since.
That's amazing. I love to hear stories like that, because, you know, this is the thing. We are all good by ourselves, but when we can come together, it's so much magic that can happen with that. You know, I mean, not literal magic, but, you know, just it all comes together when we can work as a team. So that's great to hear, because, you know, I mean, you have groups that are smaller than that, and it's just like, okay, why can't they get it together? What's going on?
Absolutely. I mean, it's really been a favor of God. And then, I mean, honestly, even to move, you know, move from here to Alabama, that's 1,000 miles away almost.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
And to still, you know, for us, let me tell you, they were getting together, sending me pictures. They out bowling, they out hanging out, you know. Oh, they're doing it. They just still keeping everything rocking, you know. So, you know, it was amazing just to, you know, to see how God was able to keep everybody linked up together. So it's been amazing.
You know, I know that you mentioned that you all recorded in the middle of the pandemic. You know, with your ministry and everything, did the pandemic really, you know, have a strong impact on that? Absolutely.
It, of course, with us not being able to get together, you know, the whole physical connection and us being able to gather to sing or travel and stuff like that, that was hampered. But I don't love the pandemic, but I love how it stretches us. You know, it makes us, okay, all right, God, so we can't sing. We can't go nowhere to sing. Nobody's gathering. All right, so what can we do? We're not even at the point right now to do like a live virtual thing, you know? So what can we do? So what we did, we became creative. We always have had a standard in our ministry of having Bible study. Okay. So instead of doing that together, we started doing that online. Okay. And we would gather just for prayer. And then we would have some fun nights where we just cut up and clown.
Right.
Online.
Game night.
All that kind of stuff. And then we started doing some outreach. And what we did, we found one of our sopranos, Frances. She was making masks. And so what we did, we went and gave her money to just make a bunch of masks to give out. We were able to provide lunch for a whole hospital floor of workers. Yeah. You know, and I don't know if it was the COVID floor or not, but one of the floors, that whole group of nurses, we were able to bless them with lunch and whatever they want. So we were just trying to find things to still be to be active and still be engaging. Any ministry that only thrives around singing and can only function around singing, I'm not sure that they're really the type of ministry that God's really looking for.
Ooh, look, now you said it.
You know, if all we could do is sing together, then we're really no good for each other. We just need to be in the glee club or something, you know. Absolutely. But if this is gospel music, we're supposed to represent Jesus Christ. That's right. And so that's always been our heart. And we've done it in the past, but we just had to be innovative in how we did it. So
yeah, it was a crazy time, I think, for everyone, just trying to navigate through it and, not really having all of the answers of what was going on and, how we could keep ourselves safe. So we did have to, get a little bit unique in terms of how business was handled, Yes. And so I would imagine with, an entire choir, that would be a little difficult.
It definitely was, but I'm the kind of person, I love challenges. I love things like that where, your back's against the wall and you have to make it work.
That's right.
Honestly, just we as Black people, we are survivors. We know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. You give us a potato, some bologna, and something. We're gonna eat like it's Thanksgiving.
Okay, like you bring this, you bring what you have, and then we gonna have a fiesta tonight. That's what's happening.
It is. So that's exactly how it goes. So we just were finding ways to make it work, and by God's grace, we were able to do that.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I don't mean to get too personal, but I always
let's go. I love it.
I'm like, look, how was it for you? Because I'm like, I know how it was for me. It was a little difficult. I'm like, what are we doing here? But now. Another thing I did want to know, and this is one thing I will ask my guests when they come on. Who are some of your favorite artists that you're listening to right now?
Right now, okay. Let's see. All right. Right now that I'm listening to, let's see. I am listening to, honestly, I'm going to tell you this. The first one has nothing to do with gospel music.
Okay. Who is it? Look, now I need to know.
Okay. El DeBarge.
You gotta love Elder. Does he have something new out?
No.
Okay.
I'm into his old stuff right now.
Me too. You know what? I was an 88 baby, but I love 80s R&B.
Yeah.
That's my love.
Me too. Yeah. So, his approach to singing is so unique. Okay. How he moves, how he moves around the melody, how he works the lyric. I really enjoy that quite a bit. Awesome. Yeah, I love that. And I have been listening lately to some Rachmaninoff. That's a classical artist. Okay. I've also, let me go to gospel because I don't want everybody to think I'm weird. So
no, that's okay. But I want to ask you about that. So you tell me your gospel artist, but I got a question for you.
Right now, one of my boys, Kevin Lemons, he has an amazing song out right now. So I'm checking that out. Okay. Also, right now, I am into we're into resurrection music, so that's where I kind of start getting into Smallwood a lot.
Okay.
With Alvary and all his amazing material.
And then heads to Spotify. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like male artists, Myron Williams is one of my favorite.
Okay.
Donnie McClurkin is one of my favorite. Bruce Parham, Bishop Bruce Parham, he's one of my favorite. Choir-wise, I would have to definitely go with the Whitfield Company. All right.
Okay.
To me, now I love the Tommies as well, but for me, my all-time favorite is the Whitfield Company. Anything Thomas Whitfield, I am there for it.
Okay.
I could keep going on. I like.
You got a long list. I feel like you went through your playlist virtually. You was just like, this is what I'm listening to.
Exactly. So
that's amazing. It's it's always nice to see artists kind of to hear who their favorite artists are, because it's very telling. Like my playlist is all over the place, John. I mean, literally, it could be gospel, it could be a little R&B, maybe a little rap. John Mayer will be thrown in there somewhere.
Listen, I'll get into my Oleta Adams bag, Anita Baker bag.
Don't stream her music though. She's trying to get her master.
I heard, yes. So I haven't been touching it. I know. Sister Anita, I've been behaving.
Okay. That's real. Saturday mornings cleaning up will never be the same.
Exactly.
Never be the same. But I did have a question for you in light of you kind of sharing some of your other artists, and you tell me if you're comfortable with it or not. I've talked to some gospel artists that they're just like this. That's all that I listen to. What's been kind of like your perspective, because you listen to secular music as well as gospel?
Okay, well, I think number one, I'm a lover of music.
Okay.
I love music. I believe that God put several expressions of music in the earth. All of us have a gift, but how we choose to musically express it. And I'm not even talking about the message right now. I'm only talking about what I hear may not be what you hear. I may hear a rock drive, and that same melody may take you to a more jazz-oriented approach to it. So I believe that there's several approaches to music. Now, when it comes to content, as far as my walk with the Lord, I'm able to listen to all kinds of music. Now, with that said, there is certain music that I won't listen to if the lyrics are just very negative.
I call it raunchy.
There we go, raunchy. Degrading women. We getting into the holes and the bees, and I'll kill your mom and I'll shoot your dog and all that kind of stuff. I have to back down. I don't want to hear all that, because that kind of does.
It can be too much sometimes.
Words have power. Words have power. But there is more to life than church. Love between two people is something that God allows, that God actually endorses. In the confines of marriage, but even before you get married, there's, So if I'm out on a date, I'm not going to be listening to James Cleveland. I stood on the banks of Jordan. That's not appropriate. At least not for me.
Right. You like I'm gonna turn on a little bit of this today. That's what. No, and I think that's great, because sometimes certain artists, they'll and this is not even just strictly for gospel, but just other artists no, this is the type of music that I'm going to do or I'm going to listen to. And like you said, music is so broad, you can really get into anything.
Absolutely. It's, I love music. When I went to college, even before college, my mother had a bunch of Dionne Warwick stuff. She had all kinds of stuff. So I listen to all kinds of music. I love old school rap. I love it. So it's, that's just where I'm at. Hey, Dad. Hey, listen, my dad's here. Can I?
Of course, come on in, Dad. What's going on?
I'm doing an interview on the Blueprint, and you're out of Chicago, right?
Yes, we're out of the Chicagoland area.
This is my dad.
Hello, my sister. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm fine. So happy to see you.
Yes, happy to see you too. Thank you so much.
All right. Good to see you.
Have a good day.
I'm on in there. Don't you give up, man.
You either.
And listen, keep the bread fresh, baby.
Okay.
You don't want stale bread.
Yeah.
And look, and that's the message. That should be the quote for the night. That's
keep
really
the bread fresh. That's
absolutely. So look, before I let you go,
Okay.
let my viewers know, and all our listeners, what's coming up next? Like, what can we look out for? How can we support?
Well, right now the way you can support right now is to go and download and stream our current single. The Name of Jesus is Lifted High. It's on all digital platforms.
I got it saved already on mine. So
awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Anywhere you can go ahead, download it, stream it, listen to it 1,000,000 times, add it to your playlist, add it to somebody else's playlist. Please do that. Then we also have our debut full-length project called The End Result. That's out there. Right now we'll have 2 more songs coming out probably in another month or 2 that we're going to do. And then after that, our plans are to just finish up with probably about 5 or 6 more songs, and that we'll record those live. So we definitely are going to be.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes,
that's exciting.
We're going to be pretty busy. But visit us, please, on our website, jhetl.com, jhetl.com. And we're on all social media platforms. You can follow us on YouTube, and you can also follow us on Instagram. The information's scrolling, right?
I got to scroll out. The only thing I don't have is the website, but I got you.
Thank you so much. But yeah, please follow us: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Y'all on everything.
Listen, we're trying to impact any areas we could get into, and try to represent, who Jesus Christ is through through our music and through all that we do. We have a clothing line. This is my.
I wanted to know what was on your shirt.
Yes.
For the Lord is
kind.
Absolutely.
All right. Absolutely. So we have these as well as, a lot of other products as well. So you can support us in so many ways, but visit us on our website and everything. And, I think this is an amazing platform. I'm honored to be on with you. Thank you so much for just doing this. And shout out to Tamika for making this possible.
Absolutely. No, it was great to have you. And, thank you for sharing, just your journey. And I wish it to everybody, but for you all, much continued success. Okay. With everything that you're doing. And I can't wait. So you make sure you send me the singles, I want an exclusive.
You're going to get it. And I got to send you some product as well.
Okay.
I got you. Some stuff. So I'll get all your information so I can send you. And if you go on there and you see something you like, let me know. But if not, we'll just gather some stuff up and ship it out.
Whatever you gather for me, John, I'm fine with it. I'm all for that. I love the sayings and everything. And it's just so awesome. I'm so glad you came on tonight.
Listen, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, John. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye. T. What's up?
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
I'm grand. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You were just tuning in. Make sure that you go and follow John Howard, okay, and the Levites. Make sure that y'all go download the single. Great interview. We gonna talk about the Lord, okay? Period. See what's going on, girl?
Girl, a whole bunch and a little bit at the same time.
Okay. Do I need to do I need to get my cup?
Child, always. So early this morning, I saw that DJ Quick had posted a story and the Shade Room found it, basically saying he was on his way to the hospital. Somebody shot into his car like 7 to 10 times on the freeway, and he got hit twice. He was asking for prayers. I hate April Fool's Day. I don't think that's cute, and I don't think that's funny.
Wait, was that an April Fool's?
It was an April Fool's joke, and he was talking about how he was proud of himself for how good he acted because he had himself going. That's not funny. It's not funny. I was concerned. I posted it. I definitely need to go in and post the video of him talking about how it wasn't true. But it's
like
just,
it was fool.
Like people are getting killed every day. Like that's just it's way too much.
You can't play with stuff like that. And because I saw it on your page. I think I responded to it. I'm like, what? For real? I'm like, prayers. I stopped and started praying immediately. I'm like, not DJ Quick.
Right. Like you still one of the old heads we got left.
Right. We need you.
Period. Keep making slide music. Anyway,
Yeah, go ahead and laugh. You can't hold that one in. That was too much.
No, you know, sometimes I crack myself up by accident. But no, no, we want to see you doing well. Speaking of doing well, our prayers are still going out to Sweetie since we saw the video of Quavo basically like, pulling her and
Yeah, over like a construction box. What was that?
Gee, that was a Call of Duty box. I think she bought it for him and she was trying to take it back. But I think it was probably like around the time he tried to take the Bentley or something. Like, what they're saying is that happened like right before they broke up, or they announced that they had broke up at an apartment building where Tweety was, renting her apartment or whatever. So apparently the LAPD are starting to look into it. This is where I feel like things kind of get messy. I'm not blaming victims. I don't do that. I don't agree with nobody hitting nobody. Men or women. I think that's
keep your hands to yourself.
Talk, then you shouldn't be together. Anyway, they got into the altercation. She swung on him, and at first I thought she was trying to get away from him, maybe, get her bag and go away. And then we found out
what she was leaning in.
Yeah, but she apparently, it went down. She cracked his ass, and he flung her back. Now she hit the wall, so I was concerned when she got up and was limping and stuff, and the fact that he didn't help her up. I'm just kind of like, I mean, you did what you did. It ain't like you beating up on her. You ain't that mad.
Girl, he looked up at that camera and was like, okay, let me not touch her. I felt like
he probably knew that if he bent down and tried to help her up, that she was probably gonna fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I'm not saying I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that she's not a victim, because y'all getting on my nerves. Let me go ahead and put this out there. If a woman is hit or a man is hit, period, they can be victim. He could have said, I was hurt. He could have said that. But instead, he being quiet, doing he's doing his Migos thing. Right. They have a
I'm ready for them to come out with another album. It's long overdue.
New album, yeah, all that. Stop saying she's not a victim. Stop saying you've never seen abuse before if you think that this is abuse, because she hit that wall hard and she fell on the ground.
A lot. Unfortunately, this is the thing. A lot of couples that I know had a little tussle. I can't say it was a fight. They've had certain things that they won't say nothing about. And them be the main ones. Like, there was a few I scrolled on the timeline. I'm like, now I done seen y'all fight personally. Why? Why y'all sitting up here acting all high and mighty? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's too much.
I wish that the video maybe had not come out. That probably would have been better.
It would have been better.
For them to keep their business private, but whatever. But while we talking about domestic violence, Chet Hanks, Tom's son, y'all know Tom. He had a little black girlfriend, beautiful girl, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, he had been kicking her ass, and she had just about enough of it. So she remembered who she was. She came back into it, and she beat his ass with a pot.
Is that what he came across the camera with?
Yes, that's what happened. Apparently he had been, a little rough with her. He called her a black bitch. Was telling her to get out of his house. It was like this big thing. She had gotten a restraining order against him and was really just trying to get her things at the house. She had movers with her. He lied and said they were two big men with guns. Of course, they're black men. So now you're antagonizing and criminalizing these black men. Doing what you really want to do. This is who you really are. Because now we see this is who you really are. It's okay. Gets a lawyer talking about she attacked me with a knife, this, that, and the other thing. You can see plain as day in the video. Her asked the men that were there, did I attack him with a knife? Did I do anything? Did I come anywhere near him? And
you can hear them say it. They said no.
Yeah, they said no. He was being a male version of Karen. Chet, actually, that's a perfect male version of Karen.
Bye. Bye.
While we're talking about knives, a fan, crazed fan, apparently. Apparently, she stormed into your man Drake's home.
How's she gonna come up in our house like that?
She was wielding a knife. My thing is, show me a picture of her, because I need to know if this was a domestic dispute. Because if she fine, he probably hit.
Okay.
And they got into it.
But this the thing that he might have hit even if she wasn't fine though, right?
No, probably not. Like, I mean, fine big, fine small. You gotta be fine though. Yeah.
His baby mama, she looked a little different to me. I thought that he probably would have went with like a
porn star.
I mean,
she's a porn star. So
it's a lot of people that's porn stars, sis. I'm just saying it's
a lot of people that's porn stars that you wouldn't understand why somebody
look, you got to do the Chrissy Teigen.
Right. What's the name? Was it? It's not the baby. Is it little baby? Little baby that got caught with old girl and they was trying to talk.
Yeah, little baby. Because I'm like, the baby is the one. Yeah, this little baby.
Well, since we're bringing up the baby, let's talk about it. You know, Danny Lay is pregnant.
Well, you know, they had a video like kind of swarming around the internet a few weeks ago, and it was like she was in like some type of shoe store or something, and she had a coat around her. She was making sure that she kept it around. I was like, she's probably pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant. She was pregnant at one of her virtual concert things. Everybody's going crazy, but I'm just like, it just be so crazy when people. They say things, they got real nasty mouths, you know, they know everything about being a mother, ain't been a mother. And then boom, now you a baby mama. Now you a baby mama, he don't want to be with you, and he's still having sex with his baby mama that you made the Yellow Bone song and got your ass in trouble for. Ma'am.
Look.
Like, it's a whole hot mess.
I just don't understand why the celebrities don't believe in birth control, child. I don't know what's going on with it now.
Exactly. Like you didn't think that maybe you just needed a little. You could put a little.
You know, especially if you're going to be with someone that is out there like that. And I mean, nothing wrong with the baby. He is a single man, so he can sleep with whoever and do whatever he wants to. You would just hope it would be responsible, but I wouldn't did nothing with him wrong, and that's for real.
And he fine too, you know what I'm saying? But fine, you know, I just think people just be forgetting about herpes and stuff like that. Like, I understand people live with AIDS all the time, you know, and they take all that medicine and they do all that stuff, and you know, and they be finding love and whatnot, and it be too.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen.
To keep from getting
it can happen, but if you don't want to choose that life, just protect yourself.
You can take to prevent getting herpes, and 1 in 3 Americans have like, you know, little bumps, you know, the shit that can get on your hand if you touch it. Well, yeah.
Good night. Bye.
Your eyes. With that being said, I'm Tia Chanel. You can find me on all social media platforms. I'm also TiaChanelSpeaks.com. That is my website for all the blogs. I also sell lashes, TLC by Tia Chanel. We are doing very, very well. I have new lashes, and I am trying to figure out when I can make a video to show y'all how to use the lash pens, because everybody keeps saying I don't know what that is, but it's a video floating around Facebook.
Yeah, it's
the one with the lady on her hand.
You just got to make your own. You got to make your own instructional video and let them know. Period.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. Also, you can catch me Tuesdays on my show, No Chaser, with my girl Marquisa. We are on at 7 p.m. So make sure you're following Tea with Tia on Facebook.
Absolutely. All right, girl. Well, thanks for dropping some tea in our cup. You have a good night.
You too. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. That tea was piping hot. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna take a quick little break. I got some fun, hated it, and all that other stuff. So I'll be
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Ask BlueJae is available for all your business needs. They offer website and social media management, business organization and preparation courses, project management, and you can even shop the Black Excellence collection. This features clothing, mugs, notebooks, and everything that you need. And if you use the code MzMetchi10, you can get 10% off at checkout. Make sure that you log on and check out Ask BlueJae and let them know the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
All right, y'all know I had to pay some bills. So look, hate it and love it. Woo. First off, if you haven't already dropped those businesses, I have Miss Pouty Girl checking in. Shout out to Miss Wendy. Hey, boo. I'm sorry I didn't see that until just now. Now, y'all make sure y'all follow her, Pouty Girls, okay? And then you can shop at beapoutygirl.com. You can use my promo code MzMetchi2 for 15% off, okay? Look, I can get y'all the discount. I'm trying to get y'all the discount, okay? So look, hate it and love it. Oh my goodness, where do I start? So this is the thing. I feel like that we're going to talk about Married at First Sight until the show is completely done. Why do all of these dry people go on this show, y'all, and they not really looking for love? They're not looking for love, okay? Shout out to Black Dollar Days. Our sponsor is in the building, okay? Make sure y'all go to theblackdollardays.com and register that business, okay? Yeah, so last night, I was watching last night's episode and just getting completely annoyed. So they had the husbands on there. And if you don't know the premise of the show, two people meet each other for the first time at their wedding, okay? Real quick synopsis. So they gave the guys a challenge because all of the women had some type of animal. They had, all of them had dogs. And the guy, Chris, the one that we've been talking about the whole time, y'all, that he's just a complete butt towards Paige. He's just a complete butthole towards her. He's not nice. He was just like, I don't give a about that dog. And did not do the assignment that the therapist had for them to do on that episode. And I was just like, this guy is so wild to me. He's just so disrespectful. Then they had a clip of next week's show where he was basically like, what did he say? Hold on. Let me go inside of him. He said that Paige could have went with him because remember I told y'all last week or the week before that he had gotten his child's mother a brand new Benz. Now, you just imagine, you're not with this girl no more. You just met her. She like, I'm having this baby, but I'm done. I'm done with this relationship. And then your man is just like this. I bought my ex a Benz. I want to know what type of car Paige has. I'd be a little salty. Because, apparently he owned a lot of Subways and stuff. That's what the real tea is. That's what they say he does. So I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like even with shows like that, it's a little bit of a setup. But it's like, don't go on there if you're going to be on some BS. And then the girl Haley on the show, she's like, I'm giving it my all. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I'm like, you're not trying hard enough. She literally treats the guy, Jake on the show, her husband, like crap, y'all. She told him she wasn't attracted to him like that. And she feels some type of way that he feels some type of way. Make it make sense. Can we make it make sense? Okay. Maybe not. Faye said, do they get paid for participating on the show? That may explain some things. I think they do. And I think that they have a legal obligation where they have to carry out the show. But I don't know if that legal obligation includes continuing to film the show. Like Chris treats Paige so bad on the show that it's hard to like watch it. I couldn't imagine what it would be like actually experiencing that. You know, like you, this how you feel, you know, this how you gonna do me on television. You know what I'm saying? He's been playing her the whole time. So that was definitely one of my haters this week. I'm ready for the season to wrap up. Y'all gonna stay together or not? Yeah, y'all know I like a little reality TV. And then this one wasn't even my hated it, but because we talking about reality TV, that Toya on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all, she disrespectful. She went in this lady's house. The lady's house, Fallon. Her husband is a little bit older. I think he's like in his 60s, I think they said. And she's just like, oh, is this what sleeping with a 65-year-old gets you? If somebody came into my house and said that to me, I would probably react the same way that Fallon did. Because Fallon was ready to A-Town stump Toya. And rightfully so, child, because she was doing too much. She was doing too much. Girl, sit down. Sit down, please. Let me see. Faye said, no shade. Some of those folks are not attractive. Mistreating someone in a reality show gets higher ratings. It does. No, not Toya from Married to Medicine. There's a lady named LaToya on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Toya on Married to Medicine was acting up too this week. She just, you know, I'm like, girl, I know you miss your husband and everything, but you got to chill. You can't be having people yelling like wild banshees at your house. You trying to entertain. You trying not to get the police called on you. Like, girl, you are Black. You can't be getting the police called on you for a house party because you got somebody that's there screaming like they crazy as hell. You can't do that. You can't do that. I think Toya would be cool to hang out with, but I wouldn't want to tick her off if she was in a setting that I needed her to be at a moderate tone. That's just my tidbit. My love it this week. You know, and I actually just saw this one recently because I was like, well, I'm like, hell, what did I love this week? I loved a lot. But I'm loving the fact that it's spring. Okay. But I'm also loving the fact that President Biden is about to review his authority as far as canceling student loans. Let me tell y'all, if he can cancel it and it's at a high dollar amount, he is going to save so many people. He's going to get a lot of things that are heavy on people off their back. At one point when I graduated from college, I wasn't able to really qualify for a lot of scholarships. You know, I would apply for a lot of them. I definitely had the grades, but it just didn't really work out in my favor. But I'm like, I got to finish my degree. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Faye, that's what I'm saying. I had to finish my degree. So by the time I graduated, I had 3 student loans that I was paying on. One of them I paid off early last year. I got the second one that is not a federal loan, that, you know, it's a private loan. So I had to get that my freshman year. And then you got the federal loans. Baby, if he's able to knock that out, child, we out of here. That will change the game. I hope that they're not bluffing. I hope that it's a real circumstance of what's, you know, actually going to happen, because it will be a relief for people. They will garnish your check over them student loans, y'all. There are things that they will do. I mean, I haven't personally experienced it because I was like, look, MzMetchi don't like to have no problems with the IRS, the police, you know, anything like that. I try to stay very, very far away from it. Sometimes you can't help it. But with certain situations, I'm like, look, I'm just going to pay my stuff because I don't want y'all dipping into my money. I don't want y'all coming up to my job. Like, oh, we gotta put a lien on the account. We got to do this. I'm not playing with the student loans. Those student loans, if you are in default and it come up in like a credit check or something like that, you know, you could be denied housing and job opportunities and all types of stuff. I'm good. But if he can do this, even if it's only the $10,000 or anything, that will chip away at a larger piece, and it will help a lot of people that look like me, that look like you, you know, because it's not even just a black or white thing. Everybody go to college, and they don't tell you how much debt you it's like, okay, yeah, you get out and you like, oh yeah, it's 40 or 50K. And you just like, I haven't even bought a house. I just got out of college. I barely bought a car. You know, that's my love it this week. I'm hoping that by the time we come back next week, there'll be some updates on how much they're going to actually cancel. Because, child, I'm just going to log right into NailNet like, okay, bye. See you guys later. So that's my hate it and love it for the week. Oh, my goodness. What would you do that I have tonight? So, this is the thing. I'm going to share it with y'all. MzMetchi not going to continue to keep being on for 2 hours, okay? I'm not. I am, definitely, getting the show where it's going to be a little bit shorter because it's just like, you know what? I haven't been in radio for a while. When I was in radio, it was cool to do all of that. We're going to cut it down. So we're going to do one, what would you do tonight? But this is a good one. So don't be alarmed, okay? What's happening? What's up? We're going to do it. So let's see. First, what would you do? Or the only what would you do? This was real short, but let's get into it. Me and my friend are no longer cool. Our kids were really close though. And my son has been asking about her son and wanting to see him. But I'm heavy on the, if we not cool, why would the kids be cool? Am I wrong? And what would you do? I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. And I'll tell you why. Typically how it goes, if there is a falling out or something of that sort, typically those people wouldn't speak or, there wouldn't be any more contact. I would say maybe like back in the day, like I don't have children, but me personally, if I had them, depending on the dynamics of why that friendship fell apart, I may not have my kids around them either. Cause it's just like, what if this person has so much ill will towards you that they'll do something to you because they'll do something to your kids because they can't get to you. You get what I'm saying? It's a little bit of a 50-50 for me, but having gotten a little bit older and being in a different place, the kids don't have anything to do with adult mess. They don't have nothing to do with it. Faye said, yep, she's wrong. I don't know. And then this is the thing, what I could appreciate, I don't have children, but I was a child. I was a child at one point. And, my parents, I would say that they were pretty open for the most part, more so my mom, dad, he was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But with mom, she would say like, hey, you know what, there's a little bit of a dispute, whatever. Like she broke it down and talked about it in such a way like, hey, we'll be able to come back together, but now is not the right time, So I don't know if to advise, because I don't have children, I don't know if, to advise to say, hey, maybe you can just say not right now. And this is why, and try to explain it. Cause I don't see an age here. So, the kids could be older. They could be younger. Like, hey, why are we not going around our friend anymore? Let me see what Faye said. Faye has children. So let's see. She said, if that person would do something to your children, they were never your friend. Right. But then it's like, Faye, what happens if, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird situation. I think that the kids can play. I like I said, I don't think that I would mind it, but for me, it would depend solely on the nature of what was going on. Like if you and your friend not cool no more because she just up and stole on you. I ain't talking about taking your items. I'm talking about hitting you, putting hands on you, fighting you, or, just doing something barbaric where you just like, you know what? I don't want to be around you. Nevertheless, have my kids around you, Faye said, keep the kids out of grown folks' business. And I agree. For me, my only stipulation would just be the how, the why we not cool no more. Because people will stop like, okay, so let's take it deep. Let's take it there. Maybe you stop being friends with, or your friend. Well, no, that's not a good example. What if you stop going around your friend or being cool with them because they had somebody that was, in their life, they had a significant other that was a little abusive or, was just doing things that was weird or, just stuff like that. Like it could be layers to it, but this just sounds like it's something petty because it's like if you got to bring it and say, "Oh, am I wrong?" and then even included the shrug emoji, I think that y'all can fix it, and maybe the kids can bring y'all back together as far as just at least to a cordial state so that they can still hang out with each other. I think that that's healthy, right? I mean, I don't know. I do agree with Faye though. Keep the kids out of the grown folks' business. There's not going to be any harm, no foul play, no anything crazy going on like that. Girl, let them kids play. Let the children play. Period. Let them babies play. Y'all stop doing all this stuff and trying to make them have y'all problems too. Not the babies. Leave the babies out of it. I'm going to take a quick break. And then, when I come back, we got our topic, cancel culture. Let's talk about it.
Shop MzMetchi's exclusive sunglasses collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, at MzMetchi.com/shop. You won't be disappointed.
Y'all better make sure y'all shop with me. Shop with me. Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, y'all know you see it. I got the men's collection too. So if you want your man to have some shades, okay, or men, if you ain't got nobody to buy it for you, you can go ahead and I will I'll take good care of you. I got some really cute styles for the ladies and the gentlemen. Okay. The summer collection is on its way, y'all. I just finalized the last of the summer collection and I'm really excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to reveal it to you guys. It's gonna be so lit, y'all. If you haven't already, make sure that you are dropping those businesses in the comments. So far, let me go back in because I want to give them a quick shout out really quick. So you all make sure that you go and check out Miss Keita LaShawn for all your fitness needs at fitnickfitness.com. Okay. Please make sure that you go and you rocking with my pouty girls. Shout out to Miss Wendy. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all go shop, use the promo code. Okay. And our sponsors in the building with us tonight, theblackdollardays.com. Okay. Go register, sign up, do what you got to do. So let's get it. Faye said yes to the eyewear. Absolutely. I'm so excited, y'all. I'll be, let me go ahead and just keep it real frank with you. I was so concerned about releasing or expanding to the men's collection. I was like, is anyone gonna buy it? I think as a business owner, when you kind of go into certain stuff, you I don't know if this is gonna pan out or not. But I knew that it was time to grow. I knew that it was time to expand. So that was what I did. So you all make sure y'all go shop with me. Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. It's available at MzMetchi.com/shop. Okay. And just y'all go check it out. Share it with somebody. Okay. Even if you can't wear shades, because I know I got my glasses, people, that y'all have to wear real glasses. Okay. I don't have a prescription yet, but we hoping that we can get there. Okay. But share it up if you can. Okay. Tonight's topic is cancel culture threatening our freedom. Let me read to you what the definition of cancel culture is, just so that we can all be on the same page. Cancel culture or call out culture is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online, social media, or in person. Those who are subject to this are said to have been canceled. The expression cancel culture has mostly negative connotations associated with it and is commonly used in debates on free speech and censorship. Okay, that was a mouthful. It was a lot of C's. So even, tonight T was telling us about the whole situation with what's that? I'm gonna call him Cuervo and Sweetie. You know, I've been seeing a lot of things where it's just like, he's an abuser, he's this, he's that. And, you know, this is the thing. The true thing is that none of us know the dynamics of that situation. We can only hope that that's not something that was always happening within their relationship. If you've been in a relationship with somebody, you know that it could take a long time, but, or that you can go through things with being together for a long time and it may escalate. Okay. None of it is acceptable. Everybody need to keep y'all hands to yourself. Stop hitting on each other. Keep your hands to yourself. Learn how to fight with your words. Words can be more damaging sometimes than a strike. Learn that way. At least you ain't put your hands on nobody. Y'all got to stop doing it. And don't even do that. We not emotionally and mentally doing nothing to nobody. But getting back to what we're talking about. You see a lot of that and they're just like, Cuervo's canceled. He's canceled. We're going to cancel him. You know, they're so quick to write everybody off. Like, bye, you're gone. We're going to cancel you. And, you know, we've seen it. We've seen situations like that. Chrisette Michele, when she sang for the White House. Yeah. And I mean, and it's not just strictly related to the Black community either. You know, I mean, didn't they try to didn't they do Charlie Sheen like that too? I don't know. I have to go back in my mental database. But, you know, it is threatening to the freedoms because even, you know, today while I was writing, I had to go to the post office. Shout out to my people that shop with me. I had to go to the post office and I believe it was Tone Capone. He was on the radio and he's just like, you know, y'all got to stop coming at me in my comments and talking crazy to me because of the things that I say on my podcast. So he has a podcast with Kiki, Chicago on Air Kiki, and one other person. And, you know, it's really popular. It's definitely getting out there and they have some real talk on there. But he, you know, he's just like that. He gets, you know, he was talking about crackheads. And there was, you know, he kind of, you know, got a lot of feedback as far as like, no, you can't say this, you can't do that. And, you know, situations like that where it's just like, here he was speaking on his experience that he would open his window at night and he said that the crackheads are more entertaining than the reality TV. You know what I'm saying? He said he would open up his window and look at them. He said it on the radio today. And of course, you know, people were reaching out. They had a problem with it. But it's just like, okay, y'all gonna try to cancel this man? Y'all gonna try to take what he's doing in this other part of his life and what y'all gonna do? Get him in trouble? Or, you know, what's going on? People be too invested in stuff. Like, even if you see something that you don't like online, like you scrolling past, you see a rude thing, they'll jump on a comment trying to argue with these dudes that are womanizers and be saying all types of crazy stuff. This is the thing. If you don't like it, it's not for you. Unless it's something that is absolutely horrendous or whatever, where it's just like, you know what? I can't allow that in my space. I don't want to deal with that. They was trying to cancel Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, now you know all they talk about is sex and they talk about money and all types of stuff. You know what type of artist that you're getting as far as that's concerned. So if you sit up there and you watch a Grammys performance or whatever award show that was, because I hate watching those. If you sat up there and watched it, you should have knew what you was in for at that point. If you don't like it, some stuff you don't have to deal with it. Everything ain't about like, oh, we're going to cancel them. Let me get into this comment real quick. Is there a cancel guru or something? Nobody has power to cancel anyone, but if they try, it's a threat to democracy, free speech, society in general. Definitely. You can't even be yourself. Like with the Tone Capone thing, he can't even talk about, you know, something that I could see it. Him being a little boy, he just like, these people out here acting crazy. I'm going to see what they talking about. I'm going to open up my window and I'm going to people watch. Because that's what kids do. And that was his experience. So him sharing that on the show, you know, I would love to see the context of it. But him sharing it on the show and then getting so much backlash, you know what I'm saying? And people they'll be all on your profile trying to figure out where you work so they can tell your boss if you say something crazy, all types of stuff. You know, even for the people that say, you know, real nasty things, racist things, all that other stuff, you know, it's like, unfortunately, I ain't gonna deal with you because I don't feel like you about too much of nothing. But you know, if that's how you feel, you know, that's really kind of like where I'm at with it, because you know, and like I said, even with the bad stuff, people will say things that's not even necessarily bad, and they just like, oh, they're canceled. I think it is a society, Faye. She said, is there a cancel guru? I think it is. Let me get into this other comment. Canceling is a trend, or in other words, a bunch of BS. Absolutely. I felt like that is the cancel culture really started to kick in. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong with the whole R. Kelly situation. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know. They just like, he's canceled. We're not playing any more of his music. We're not doing this. Bill Cosby, they canceled him. They canceled him. Unfortunately, it mostly affects our society. You see it all around. You do see it with other people, and you know, athletes and artists and all types of stuff. But it mostly kind of, it's us sometimes. You know, that's just how I feel about it. She said Trump. I guess that timeline would match up. I don't know. This is the thing. I like what Faye said as far as like, nobody has the power to cancel anyone. You know, you could probably get fired from your job or lose endorsements or different things like that. But even then, if you have a purpose, if you have something that you are, you know, you're diligent about and you're working towards, no one can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Every door could close and everything, but then for every door that closed, there'll be another one that opens for you. So cut it out, y'all. Cut it out. If people are saying how they feel or talking about their experience or doing anything, let's take a moment to stop and listen and try to absorb, rather than being like, let me take out every bad thing that I'm hearing with this situation and amplify it and get other people on my bandwagon not to mess with you either. It's lame. It's lame. And people can redeem themselves. I mean, y'all saw that they canceled Chris Brown, you know, when he did all that other stuff or whatever the case is, you know, with Rihanna. They canceled him too. You know, people, when they do wrong or whatever the case is, they can in some ways redeem themselves. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to cancel people and ostracize them and put them in like in this box. Like, you stay here, you've done this, and you have to live with this forever. It doesn't have to be like that. And that's exactly what the cancel culture does. Y'all did it to Chrisette Michele. She was in the magazine talking about she was depressed, y'all, after y'all canceled her after singing at the White House. She all she was trying to do was bring the people together. That's what she said. We don't know what her true intentions was, or you know, what intentions they even had for her. But I mean, she hasn't made music like that, or, you know, been as mainstream as she was since that situation. Why is her making a decision to do what she felt like was right at that time for whatever reason? It didn't matter that, you know, we were just kind of looking at her like, sis, you don't have to do this. Come back, sis. We love you. You know, I still listen to music. I'm like, y'all can cancel her ass. I'm not. And I'm not, you know, I mean, I'm just like, I don't care about what she does. Just because somebody doesn't have your same belief system or value system, or think the way that you do, feel the way that you do, you know, I mean, even some of the most stuff that's bizarre, it's none of your business. If everybody minded their own business rather than being like, no, we're not going to deal with that. No, girl, did you hear about woo, woo, woo? If everybody stopped doing all of that silly stuff, cancel culture wouldn't even exist. Mind your business. That's at the root of it. If you don't like something, don't deal with it and don't be around it. You have the right to make that decision, and nobody can take that away from you. Nobody. That's it. Like what Faye said, if God ain't canceling people, no one should. We'd all be Faye, I'm gonna put it back so they can see. Hold on, let me see. That is a word right there. If God ain't canceling people, no one should. We'd all be canceled. And even if you worship somebody else, okay, it might be Buddha, whatever, you can just replace the word God if that's how you feel. I'm not gonna replace it because he ain't canceled me. But if that's what you know, if you have a different belief system or whatever the case is, if he canceled us, if your higher power canceled you, or put you in a box for every bad thing you did, there would be nobody here. Get it together. That's a whole word. Faye. I think that's a good note to leave it. Straight up. Yeah, I don't know. You all drop your thoughts in there. And I mean, even for our people that's going to tune in with me after I wrap up the live, please drop your comments on there. I love to read the feedback from everyone and just kind of get a gist of where are we all at here. So I think that was definitely just a great discussion on that. It had been on my mind. I'm like, cancel culture. It's weak to me. It's weak. It lacks depth. It needs to stop. If you're just tuning in, make sure that you drop those businesses in the comments for me. Okay. I want to hear from you for sure. I'll get into our quote for tonight before I let you all go. It's a good one. Y'all ready? You're a fighter. Look at everything you've overcome. Don't give up now. Now that was from Olivia Benson. Okay. And y'all know, so Stabler coming back. I'm going to be watching that soon as I log off with you all. But shout out to Law & Order SVU. Has been the latest show since childhood. Okay. But I read it once again. You're a fighter. Look at everything you've overcome. Don't give up now. I love the fact that we had John on and, we were just kind of talking through. Sometimes when I talk to other entrepreneurs and different people, I'm like, I want to know, I'm like, what are some of those things that you've dealt with that have been challenging to you? Because I know personally that I have fought a lot of fights. And I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. I'm like, I got to keep going. I got to keep fighting, but I don't know how. I don't know what I'm going to do. The biggest thing has just been to keep pushing and to just keep going. Of course I give myself rest. I've been giving myself a lot more rest as of lately, but when it's time to fight, when it's time to keep pushing and really make things happen, it's time to do it. And, just never forget the fact that you got it in you. If you feel like you at the bottom right now, okay, I'm talking to anybody that listens to this. If you are genuinely dealing with something and you are feeling, you just like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through this? You are already about as low as it can get. You can only go up from there, but you got to keep pushing. My phrase that I tell y'all all the time is that you allow yourself to have a moment, an episode, or a season, but don't stay there. And that has literally been the thing that has pushed me from when my mom passed. Anybody that knows me knows that was one of the most life-changing moments that I've experienced as an adult. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? I'm like, I'm in school full time. I'm working full time. People are still expecting me to be me. And I don't know what to do, and it was that phrase that stuck out to me. And it has helped me so much in my life. But when you look at the things that you've already gotten through, you got to have faith that you can keep going. Okay. Don't stop. Get it. Okay. That's what I'm going to add to it. And let me get into the comments real quick. She said, I can't wait. That was a word for me. Me too. Don't give up. Speak the truth. Y'all, it's for real. One of the things when I'm working on trying to be a little bit more transparent in business, even in my life, because it's like when people see me, it's kind of like it's all work, no play, but I go through things just like you all. We just like everybody, we all going through stuff. But when you talk about grief, and just loss and feeling down and not being able to really explain it and all those things, I literally have to, I know when I'm like super, super sad, because I will lay in the bed forever, y'all. I'd be like, I've been here forever. I need to get up. And I literally will say, I'm like, you know what, girl, get up. And I would literally, even if I have to say it to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and wallow in whatever it is. I'm not going to do it, because I'm stronger than that. I'm better than that. And whatever it is, I'm going to get through it. So I ain't even don't give me the preaching, child. Don't. Don't. But you got to do it. So just don't give up. Whatever you're going through, keep going. Okay. It is your divine purpose to keep on going and to do what you got to do and fulfill whatever it is that's the calling on your life. You can't stop. So that's my word. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank my special guest, John Howard Jr. Okay, make sure that you all go and follow him and John Howard Jr. And the Levites. Make sure that you go and follow the entire group, okay, and download their song, okay. We had a Billboard gospel artist on the show. I'm so lit. This is so lit, y'all. So make sure that you all go and and support them. They got the virtual stuff coming up, so we got some updates. I'll definitely be sharing it. Shout out to Miss Tia Chanel, putting some piping hot tea in our cup tonight. It was woo child. Shout out to our business of the week, Miss Pretty Curvy Savage. Okay, my favorite plus size boutique. Make sure that you go and shop. You can use code MzMetchi10 for 10% off at checkout. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let me get these last little comments before I let y'all go. She says you are right. Thank you, sis. Wonderful show as always. I love y'all. Make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. Shop Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Our sponsors, Tax Strategy, Fiya Infusion, okay. Just everybody at Black Dollar Days. Make sure you go and register your business. Ask BlueJae, virtual services available, Tax Strategy, all of that. Look, we got too many people and too many different connections for stuff to be stale at this particular point. So make sure you get into it. I love y'all. Next week I have Willie Neal joining me, and I have y'all have the Secret Slayer. I'm gonna leave it at that because I want y'all to go and follow her. She's got some really cool stuff for the ladies. So I'm gonna be speaking with them next week, and it's lit, y'all. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.